Today, we're just going to be rating them off of my 100% personal bias, which can include their design, their competitive history, if I think they got stupid shoes. Literally anything I want is what I'm rating them on today. And we got a couple guys to go through here. We're going to start with Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur, I've already talked about him before. A-tier design, extremely solid. He looks cute. He's the best design of the first stage Kanto starters. He's great. Ivysaur, honestly, bit of a step down. It doesn't look different enough when you put them side by side. It's basically just bigger bulb, angry fangs. Not as cool, man. Not gonna lie. Not as fire. Venusaur, better. Not as good as... Actually, no. It is as good as Bulbasaur. It's better than Bulbasaur. It's very good. It improves on what Ivysaur had going for it. Mega Venusaur. Not gonna lie. Kind of boring. Not very exciting when you compare it to OG Venusaur. It's not the whole forest. It's just one flower looking like a tree. It's not good. But Mega Venusaur, on the other hand, delivers on what it should have been. Mega Venusaur looks fantastic. This is so much better than Mega Venusaur, not gonna lie, because this is actually looking like a jungle here. Its size helps it out so much. I genuinely think these two design concepts should have been switched. Charmander is a good design Pokemon as well. We got a lot of A tiers at first. The starters are all good. Charmander, it's not as good as Bulbasaur. In fact, it's not as good as Ivysaur either. But it's a nice, cute, solid design. Charmeleon, definitely the worst one we've seen so far. Not that great. Nothing special about it. It's just bigger Charmander, except now it's uglier and it has a shade of red that literally never returns in any of its features or designs. It's just, why is it here? Charizard, S tier. Obviously. This is like the most objective answer of all time. In my subjective opinion. It is the GOAT. It's up. It's not top 3, but he's amazing. Charizard X. Up here. So much better as well. Why does he get so much hate in the community? Because people want to feel special. People want to be rebels. And they're weird. They see popular thing like Charizard and they get jealous of him. They just wish they were him. Anyway, Charizard X. What is there to say? It's literally one of the best designs of all time. He might be 4th place. Who knows? Mega Charizard Y? Not gonna lie. It's a downgrade. Still S tier. S minus, but still S tier. It's very cool. I feel like Megazard Y just is not as good as a design as regular Charizard. It's just regular Charizard, but sharper. It's just more disappointing, not gonna lie. It wasn't shoved down your throat as much. Nah, you just wish you were him. Anyway, Gigantamax Charizard. In between these two. Gigantamax Charizard is what Mega Charizard Y should have been. I love the idea of the flames engulfing its wings. It doesn't look like it can fly, which is kind of weird. But at the end of the day, Charmeleon is S tier. Nah, he's the worst of these, all the Pokemon we covered so far. Don't worry, he won't be down there for much. He won't be lonely for long. We got 1,000 Pokemon. Squirtle is definitely above these two. Squirtle is the top of A minus for now. Squirtle is a really cool design. Okay, we have to acknowledge this, right? He's a turtle. Turtles are already associated with water. If anyone corrects me with turtle and tortoises, don't do it. I'm not going to acknowledge that. Anyway, I mean, lizards aren't inherently fiery in nature. I mean, it's pretty fantastical already. And frogs and plants, like, no. But Squirtle here, look, this is the least inspired of the original 3 starters. There's nothing too special about him, so I gotta have him lower than Bulbasaur for that. War Turtle? Such a sick design. War Turtle looks sick. The wings add so much personality. And so does the tail feather things. It's amazing. I'ma be real. It is a step down of the entire line. It is a step down. The cannons come from literally nowhere. The feather motif goes away altogether. The feathers were so cool. For about 20 some odd years, it did not know how to shoot out of its cannons. It is a downgrade. Mega Blastoise. Not really much better. It extends it on the cannons, which at this point you kind of have to. But at the end of the day, it doesn't look that much cooler than regular Blastoise. It is cooler. But the giant cannon just seems impractical. This man seems like a very open target now. Anyway, Blastoise. Much better. This, again, kind of like what I said with Venusaur and Charizard. This Dynamax design should have been the Mega. My man burnt the water. Actually, I burnt noodles once. That happened one time. I forgot to add the water to the pot. That's how I burnt the noodles. It's not really much of a deep story, but that did happen one time. It was during high school. Gigantamax Blastoise. I prefer its design to this, because now it's a whole dreadnought instead of just one big This is a tank. This is a million cannons. I love it so much. How did I burn noodles? It was a mistake. I put the noodles in the pot. I did not put the water in the pot. I turned on the stove, And then I forgot about it for like 20, 30 minutes. It's not that deep. Anyway. Caterpie. It's a fine design. It's a cute bug. But who's gonna sit here and tell me that it's amazing? My man can burn soda. That's not hard. Just put it in a pot. Caterpie. It's kind of basic. Nothing bad. Nothing great about it, though. Next up, Metapod. And I'm gonna be real. It is a cocoon. There is nothing special about it. I can't be too harsh on Metapod's design because it's literally just a cocoon. But that doesn't mean I have to rate it high either. It's just boring. But at the same time, it's like, what were they supposed to do? You know? Butterfree is not particularly good looking. I'm gonna be real. Of all the butterfly Pokemon, it's ugly. It's the ugliest of all the butterflies. I have not mentioned competitive at all this entire time. Not gonna lie. I've only gone off design for the most part so far. Remember, the criteria is how much I like them. Design and competitive is a big factor of that. Gigantamax Butterfree is a step in the right direction, but I don't think it's as good as Charmeleon. Actually, I lied. It's better than Charmeleon. It's not bad. I like it. I like the pretty wings. It's a butterfly. The main thing about butterflies is that they have pretty wings. And why is Butterfree's ugly? I know I had the limited color palette of Gen 1 because of Game Boys and it couldn't handle that much, but I don't care. The anime could have fixed it. They chose not to. Butterfree fixes that a bit in his Gigantamax form. Weedle? It's just Caterpie, but more interesting. That's Metapod. Weedle is just Caterpie, but more interesting. In fact, I still put it over Charmeleon. One of the best flying type bugs. Change your mind. I have a chance. We got a couple flying bugs in here. Give it some time. Mine might be changed. Yeah, because Weedle's cute. It's a worm on a horn. Actually, is it a worm? I'm not sure. Moral of the story is it can stab you with several things, and its tiny feet are so cute. Look at him. It looks like he's trying to give you a hug with his little hands. Like, look at that. I've made a mistake. Kakuna. Same thing as Metapod. It's boring. There's nothing special about it. But at the same time, it's literally just a cocoon. What are you supposed to do? It doesn't have to be a deep design. It's not that crazy. It has a little bow tie. That's why it's better than Metapod. Beedrill? Goated. Beedrill's design is so cool. It's basic. I'd say between Mega and this. Beedrill's design is cool. Kakuna is C+. We might move it later, admittedly. Better because of the anime. Yeah, nah, sorry, but this is my personal bias, and my personal bias is funny bow tie. Anyway, Beedrill is so cool. It's a giant bee. And I got stung by a bee once, and it made me respect bees for the rest of the time. I had to talk fast because I gotta get through 1,000 Pokemon in 4 hours, guys. Mega Beedrill. S tier. Debatably, ooh, I don't know if he's S-. I'm gonna put him ahead of I'm gonna put him ahead of Charizard. I'm gonna be real. I'm scared of bees, but you love Beedrill. That is the Beedrill effect, ladies and gentlemen. Beedrill is that guy. He's amazing. I don't know if you can hear my clapping, but good for you. Look at this. He can stab you 5 different ways. He's the best bee. This ain't a worker bee. This is an offensive bee. He's here. Pidgey is boring. Pidgey's a pretty boring design, not gonna lie. I hate it so much. Pidgey's lame. Pidgeotto is a solid design. Bottom of A. Bottom of A is where Pidgeotto is gonna go. Also, Pidgeotto is the peak of the line. Because once we go to Pidgeot, it's a step down. Pidgeot is not as good as Pidgeotto. In fact, I think I'm gonna put Pidgeot right about here. No, Weedle's better. Pidgeot is a step down. Pidgeotto had personality. It had the stance. The hair is much more interesting. And then we just got this basic straight hair on Pidgeot. It's lame. Mega Pidgeot improves it a lot. I think it's just barely better than Pidgeotto. I say barely better. There's going to be differences between them later. But for now, it's barely better. I like the colors. The facial hair, the head hair is a lot more interesting. It's just better. There's nothing special to say about the rat. It's kind of just whatever, you know? I like it. Now, Alolan Rattata, it's better. I don't know if I'm going to say it's a whole tier better. Raticate, ugly. Raticate is also ugly. I don't like it. It's kind of lame. I don't really have much to say about every single Pokemon. I'm going to be real here. Alolan Raticate is disgusting. I don't know if anything's going to be F tier. But this is getting close to that tier, not going to lie. Alolan Raticate is so lame. Spearow! Oh, okay. I wonder how people are going to react to this one. I like Spearow. Spearow is the interesting design bird of Generation 1. It's based on, like, what is it based on? A Spearow? Spearow's cool. I like Spearow. It's better than Pidgey. Look where Pidgey is. Look where Spearow is. Spearow is cool. Fearow. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Fearow is as good as Spearow. I think the fact that it lost the red wing kind of hurts it for me personally. And I think I'm gonna put it top of B for now. Spearow is goated. Fearow, I think, is a step back. Why did it lose the red wing? Why did it lose the black feathers underneath here? The hair is just... Why did it try to migrate to his head? It is a purple snake. It's fine. I like that it's coiled up. I like its coiled up sprites more than its, like, not ones. I'm gonna put it above Weedle. I think this is where it goes. I like its design a lot. Arbok is dope, but they dropped the ball with it. It's above Rattata. Actually, you know what? It's also above Rat. It's also above this. No, not Spearow. They dropped the ball with Arbok, because back in the early gens, its facial design pattern changed depending on what region you got it in. The Johto variant was different from Kanto, and then the Hoenn variant was different from both of those. I think they stopped doing that in Sinnoh, and that was a giant mistake. That made the Arbok line way less interesting. I loved it. It was basically regional variants before regional variants. It was cool. I loved it. Pikachu. Uh-oh. Where'd he go? Oh, here he is. Pikachu is good. It's well designed. It's literally the mascot of the series for a reason. Raichu? Oh, no, not Raichu yet. Fat Pikachu? It's here. Fat Pikachu is goated. And you know what? Dare I say it? It's better than Charizard. Fat Pikachu is goals. He is beautiful. I love this man. It is fire. Raichu is a step down in every way. Raichu wishes he was Pikachu. Raichu is the embodiment of the guy who peaked in high school. It is bottom of A- tier. Actually, I lied. It's below Spearow. Yeah, Raichu is just not that well designed. I'm willing to put it over Arbok. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm really not. Raichu's not that great. Alolan Raichu, on the other hand, this thing is fire. Alolan Raichu is a really cool design. I think I'm going to put him right above Wartortle. Actually, I lied. Bottom of S2. Nope. Yeah, bottom of... Nah. Top of A+. Alolan Raichu is fire. Nah. These are ordered from left to right, by the way. If you could not tell. Sandshrew is a little guy. I like him. He's a cute little guy. He just fills out the decks. Honestly? Yeah, top of B. I'm thinking this is where Sandshrew goes. He's pretty fire. I like him. Alolan Sandshrew. I think he's honestly a downgrade, but his design is not bad. Below Caterpie, but above Butterfree. Now, Sandslash, on the other hand, is amazing. This guy's so cool. I'm going to put him in A-. Above Ivysaur. The only reason he's so far down is because he's so bad competitively. I want to use him, but he sucks. And it's hard to justify using him when he's just so weak, you know? Alolan Sandslash, I feel like I'm the only one who thinks the Alolan variants are a downgrade of the original, but Alolan Sandslash is so cool that I'm still going to put in the same tier. Right next to OG Sandslash. It's dope. Nidoran female. It's just boring. I'm not going to lie. It's not D+. It's just going to go here. It's nothing special. Nidorina, I think, is an upgrade. It has more of a personality. I don't like this specific image they chose for it. This isn't that cool. Not going to lie. But, actually, no, it's above these two. What am I saying? It's definitely above those two. Nidoqueen, I don't like its design compared to Nidorina, but it's better than the Cocoons. Nidoran male, I think, is slightly more interesting than the female, so I'm going to put it above the birds. Nidorino, I don't like as much as Nidorina, and Nidoking is the best of this line, of the whole family here. But it's kind of weak. It's a lot weaker than you think it would be, right? When you look at this thing, its stats just aren't that. Above, in between Raichu and Arbok. This is where Nidoking's gonna go. Nidoking looks cool. Yeah, it's disappointing as crap. Life Orb Sheer Force doesn't even hit as hard as you'd hope it would. Clefairy. Oh yeah, no Cleffa yet. Clefairy's kind of whatever, not gonna lie. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just kind of whatever, though. Nidoking, it's like 4'7", I think. No, it's almost as tall as my mom. Clefable, I think, is a downgrade from Clefairy. It's just so boring. Like, what are the weird pink things on its back? I like it in between Metapod and Kakuna. Not gonna lie. Kakuna's funny tie carries it. Vulpix! He's cool, but overrated. I like its design. I don't like... Actually, no. I don't like how its fur is so dark. I wish the main body fur was a little brighter. I'm gonna put it below Ekans, but above Weedle. Alolan Vulpix is amazing, though. This thing is so beautiful. In fact, it's probably... I'm gonna put it here. Ooh. This is a tough one. I'm gonna put it here. Ninetales is a great design, though. Ninetales is a massive upgrade from Vulpix. And I think it's gonna go... Either way, yeah, Ninetales is so cool. Alolan Vulpix is trash and overrated. It's the top of S tier. Alolan Ninetales is better than Vulpix. It's also S tier. Top of S tier currently. Jigglypuff sucks. I have no opinion on Jiggy. Smash Bros carries this thing from not being enough. Smash Bros gives it a D+. Wigglytuff, I like it, but only because of Mystery Dungeon over Clefairy. I have no opinion on Wigglytuff outside of Mystery Dungeon. It carried it. The Wigglytuff guild is fire. Yumta! Zubat's fine. In fact, Zubat's a pretty nice bat design. I'm gonna put it above Charmeleon. Golbat is a much better design. In fact, Golbat is probably... I want to put it right above Spearow. Golbat crashed your Pokemon Stadium. Golbat's got them beautiful animations, you know. He's just so beautiful. He's so pretty. Oh yeah, no Crobat yet. Oddish, what do you want from me? It's literally, it's nothing bad. It's C+. It's above average, but hardly. There's nothing special about it. Gloom actually has a personality, though. But its personality isn't all that special, so I think I'm going to put it right above Raticate, but before Charmeleon. Gen 1 Golbat sprite is peak design, honestly. It's so pretty. Vileplume is underrated as hell. I have a very big disdain. This is, okay, so this is the first time my rating, a Pokemon's competitive analysis is going to affect my rating of a Pokemon. I don't like Vileplume because Strength Sap is a nonsense move, and it makes this thing darn near impossible to kill. I hate it so much. I hate it. It's better than Metapod. I gotta admit, its design is fine. It's not amazing, but it's fine. But how annoying it is and competitive drops it for me. I hate it so much. I hate running into this thing. Paris is just literally... I have nothing interesting to say about Paris. It's cute. I think it's better than all these mons. Am I gonna put it... Would I say it's above Charmeleon? Yes. Above? Yes, yes. Above you, above you. No, not above Vulpix. Middle of V. So far, it's literally the most middle Pokemon of all time. Parasect. I think it's a downgrade. I don't like it. It's not cute anymore. I liked the cuteness. I mean, sure, the idea of a mushroom taking over is fine. But it's like, whatever at the end of the day. Nothing special. About Clefairy. It's not bad. But it's literally just whatever. We have nothing in D or F yet. Venonat. Venonat's boring, but doesn't do anything wrong. Top of C. C-, I mean. Venomoth, same deal, except I don't find it nearly as interesting. So bottom of D. No, there. Perfect. I don't like Venomoth. It's not that special. Diglett. What do you want me to say about Diglett? It's just a little guy. Diglett's fine. Doesn't do anything wrong. Doesn't do anything good. Again, I think Vulpix is going to be a great person for determining the border between a great and bad design. Not going to lie. Vulpix is so cool. Alolan Diglett is better, but hardly. Dugtrio is literally just Diglett again. It's more Digletts. And lastly, Alolan Dugtrio. It's the best of the family, but they're also similar. I can't really rate them differently. It is a majestic design. Alolan Dugtrio is garbage. You're just jealous of that hair, man. Just admit it. The hair is fire. Meowth. Big fan of Meowth. I am a Meowth lover, but I can't say that it's too particularly interesting, so bottom of A-. Meowth is one of the most fun competitive Pokemon I've ever made. More specifically, it was Persian. Oh, I can't do Persian yet. We're doing a lonely Meowth. It's just more interesting. But I'm going to be real. Its sassy aura mocks me enough to where I'm going to lower it down to B+. I don't like its face. It's too smug, which, yes, it's more of a personality, but it makes me more upset than anything else. Galarian Meowth is amazing, though. This guy is so cool. I'm going to put him right above Squirtle, but below Pidgeotto. This is just funny. It's not great, but it is humorous. I'm gonna put it above Arbok, but below Spearow. Finally, I could talk about Persian. I'm a huge fan of Persian. I love this guy. I'm gonna put Persian above Pidgeotto, but below Mega Pidgeot. Persian is one of the most fun Pokemon to use competitively. Unfortunately, it is literal donkey water. Technician with Fake Out and Normal Gem can deal a lot of damage turn 1, and then you can use Covet, which is also Technician boosted, to steal the foe's item. I like it. It's not too stand out, but it does literally nothing wrong. It's just a basic... It's well designed, but it's boring, you know? There's nothing special about it, but there's nothing wrong about it at all. It's just solid, you know? I like it. It goes up for me personally because of its competitive. It's so good in Pokerogue. Yeah, Technician's insane in Pokerogue. It goes hard. Anyway, Galarian Persian, ugly. I hate, not Galarian, Alolan Persian. I hate it so much. Fur Coat is a cool ability, but its design is stupid to me. Like, why is only the face fat? I know it's like a Cheshire Cat. I don't like it. Why is the gemstone blue? Not a big fan of this mon. Psyduck is literally an okay design. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm gonna put it above Parasect. Golduck is cute and ugly, and I don't like it, but it's not... You know what? No. Yeah, no, it's C+. It's worse than Oddish, though. Monkey? Funny. I like Mankey. He's just a goofy little guy. But he's nothing special. I think he's gonna go... No, he's better than a rat. Not as good as Gloom. This B tier is probably gonna be the most filled thing up so far. Primeape? I'm not gonna lie. Primeape is kind of boring. I think it's worse than Mankey. Its only personality is anger. It's not even good. It was horrible. It's even after the Gen 9 buff, where it got an evolution, where Annihilate is amazing. We'll get to him later. But, Primeape, even with Eviolite, is not good. Rage Fist, despite being a broken move, still cannot give Primeape any competitive niche, even in the lowest tier. So, I have nothing to say about Primeape. It's just worse than Mankey. Let's be real here. Mankey is funnier. Also, why did it lose its tail? Where tail go? Anger Point. Bro, you have to live a crit to get Anger Point. It's not living. Growlithe is fire. I love Growlithe. Growlithe is so cool. I think Growlithe is going to go above... I like dogs. It's A+. Nah, it's not better than Wartortle, though. Growlithe is sick. I had Sharpays as a kid, and the Growlithe line reminds me of them. I always name my Growlithe Kobe after my old dog. He was so cool. I miss him. Either way... Hisuian Growlithe. I think Hisuian Growlithe is a downgrade. But not much of one. I think they're the same tier, but I prefer OG Growlithe. Arcanine is good. It's not as good as Ninetales, but it's good. Hisuian Arcanine is S-. It took what was good about Arcanine and made it better. It's better than Pikachu. It's not better than Charizard. Actually, you know what? It's better than Charizard Y. It is better than Charizard Y. Hisuian Arcanine hits hard. It's so fun to use competitively. I think the shade of red is better. I think the dark fur, because it kind of looks like volcanic ash, is sick. And it's just so fun to use. Hisuian Arcanine is better than OG Arcanine. Poliwag exists. It's a cute design. It's red starter in the manga. It's nice. But let's be real. Is it really better? It's better than the rat. It's not as good as the monkey, though. It's bottom of B. Poliwhirl is ugly. Poliwhirl, though, don't like it. It's just boring. It's just very generic monster. In fact, it might be top of D+. Oh, yeah. Just change the B to a D and we agree perfectly, Ditto Man. We agree perfectly. Poliwrath? I'm gonna be honest. It's just worse Poliwhirl. It's the same thing, but bigger and angry. And I didn't like Poliwhirl that much. That means Poliwrath isn't gonna be that high. Abra is literally cool, but it's nothing special. I like it. I like it more than Caterpie. Not as much as Primeape, though. Kadabra? A lot more interesting. I like Kadabra visually. I think I'm gonna put it above Mega Venus. Bulbasaur is above Mega Venusaur. Let's get that sorted. Kadabra's cool. I like it. Kadabra's, I think it's the peak of the line, admittedly. I think Alakazam is a downgrade. Not by much, but it is a downgrade. I'm going to put it above Persian, but below Kadabra. I'm a big Kadabra fan. It has a lot more personality compared to Alakazam, in my opinion. Alakazam? Now, this is on Abra's level. No, Alakazam is... Mega Alakazam is above Venusaur, but not Gigantamax Venusaur. Mega Alakazam hits hard. It looks cool. But bro he's no meat on his bones. He's all brain. He's just big brain, and he has 5 spoons. Vanillux is not ready to fight this man. He's going to destroy Vanillux. Yo, he should get a signature move that is super effective against all food Pokemon, because they're going to be deleted with these 5 spoons. Anyway, Machop is not exciting. Machop's really lame, not going to lie. It's not bad. I'm going to put it here, though. There's nothing special about Machop. Machoke, on the other hand. Machoke is fascinating. I love his design. It's sick. I'm going to put it up. No, it's not better than that. It is better than Squirtle, but it's not better than Galarian and Meowth. Machoke looks fire. I love his design. It's like little red thingies that look like veins when strong people do their flexing. Normally, I find that gross, but I find it really cool to see on a monster. Also, his lizard face is cool. The belt exists, but I think it looks good on him. Machamp is a downgrade from Machoke. Not a big fan of Machamp. Machamp is definitely better than half these Pokemon here, though. In fact, it's better than you as well. It's better than you. It's here. It's between Nidoking and Raichu. Machoke, I think, is the peak of the line. But let's look at Gigantamax Machamp. Okay, this is better than Machamp. This has got to go. It's above Charmander. This is where Gigantamax Machamp is going to be chilling. It's kind of hard to tell the Gigantamax spawn's, not going to lie. It's bigger, and it has more of a personality than regular Machamp. It added some color, which is the thing that Gen 1 Mons really lack. That's the worst thing about Gen 1 Mons is they just have lack of color. Like, notice how they're almost always just 1 to 4 colors. Nothing too deep about them, excluding the Megas, because I'm talking about the OG designs, not any of the Megas or regional forms. Bellsprout, literally... What? It's fine. It's better than Machop. It's not better than Nidoqueen. But, like, Bellsprout's literally just whatever. I'm not going to be pedantic. It's nothing. I have no opinion on Bellsprout. I can only come up with stories with so many Pokemon, guys. Weepinbell is ugly. I hate it. Weepinbell sucks. It's better than that. It's better than that. That's where Weepinbell goes. Below Poliwrath, but above Jigglypuff. Now... Victory Bell is a big upgrade of the line, but I feel like Victory Bell needs some kind of buff in the future. Like, it needs some kind of regional form, or it needs some kind of mega. Victory Bell's the best of the line, but Victory Bell needs something. I think I like Victory Bell more than I like... I think it goes here. Almost the top of B. I wanted to get something, preferably a mega. Or if we get some kind of new forms in Gen 10 with its whatever mechanic, Victory Bell needs something. That's all I have to say, really. Like, it was a poison grass type, right? So was Oddish. Oddish got a split evolution in the 2nd generation. Why did Victory Bell not get that love? Right? If we get a Let's Go Johto game, I want a branching evolution off of Weeping Bell. And maybe it could be like a real banana pepper or something. I don't know, man. Tentacruel is whatever. It's fine. But it's nothing crazy. It's better than Primeape. It's better than Zubat. It's not as good as Pidgeot. Tentacruel is between Pidgeot and Zubat. It's nothing cool. Now, Tentacruel, on the other hand, Tentacruel is fire. It's better than Tentacool. It's below Mega Alakazam. Tentacruel is sick. They took an regular animal, being a jellyfish, and it did good. You better put your boy Squilliam in A tier at least. Hey, you got lucky. I didn't see your comment before I rated it. First, I want to watch your short. Great. I don't remember what it is. Oh, it's the deserves better part 2. Hey, look, it's my stream. Neat. I see my stream in my music tab. Awesome. Geodude is a sick design, but I can't pretend it's not just a rock with arms, so I'm going to put it right above Alolan Rattata. Geodude, Alolan. It's not much better. I mean, it's better than OG Geodude, but it's not a drastic difference for me to justify them separating them. Like, you gotta put them side by side. Like, they're basically the same Pokemon. There's nothing too special. Graveler is better than Geodude. Graveler has a sick design. It's better It's better than You know what? We have a new king of B+. It's not as good as Meowth, so it's not A-. But do you edit your own shorts? I edit all of my stuff. Everything is a solo show here. Everything on this channel was made by me. All the good and all the bad. Alolan Graveler is ugly. Oh, what is it with the Alolan variants getting hair? You know, that is depressingly common. I don't like Alolan Graveler. I think it is ugly. It's not as ugly as Raticate, but it's D tier. It's below Persian, not gonna lie. It's a massive downgrade from OG Graveler, who is top of B+. Golem is fire. Golem is fire. Is it S tier? No. It is above Ninetales, though. Golem is sick. I like Golem. He's amazing. And if you've been on this channel for a while now, you know exactly what I think about Alolan Golem. He's literally on the top right of your screen, representing my voice for a reason. He is a top 3 mon. Alolan Golem is the GOAT. Galvanize is one of the coolest abilities in the series. Explosion is one of the coolest moves in the series. Explosion Galvanize goes hard. Plus, he's got a funny beard. I wish I could grow a beard like that. Unfortunately, my beard grows too short. Also, give him back Rapid Spin. Golem had Rapid Spin in specifically Generation 2. We need an electric type Rapid Spin. It would be actually so good on him. You could justify running speed on him. That way you don't have to run Custap and you can run a better item like Lum or something. I don't know. He needs a buff. Give him Rapid Spin and he can be decent in the lowest tier. That's all I ask. All I ask. That's what Alolan needs. He's so good. I love him. Ponyta? It's fine. But I'm going to be real. It's a little basic. It's going to be the top of B- for now. Ponyta is overrated. Galarian Ponyta, on the other hand, is very pretty. I think it's gorgeous. I wanted this. This Galarian Ponyta is the entire reason I picked Pokemon Shield, by the way. I wanted to get Galarian Ponyta. Why they made this thing a version exclusive, I don't know. But it's currently the top of A. It's not as good as Hisui and Growlithe. Crazy, you willingly put these opinions on the internet. I challenge literally anyone to fight my opinions. Good luck with that, King. Galarian Ponyta is amazing. Rapidash, it's better than Ponyta, but hardly. It's just the left cousin of it, not gonna lie. There's gonna be Pokemon in between these two later. Dear God, it's been 45 minutes and we're not even through Gen 1. This is bad. Galarian Rapidash, I'm not gonna lie, is kind of a downgrade of the entire line. I like it more than Primeape, though. Like, Galarian Ponyta is the best of this whole family. Slowpoke is just whatever. It's boring. There's nothing special about Slowpoke. Honestly? It's better than the Cocoon. It's better than the Machop as well. Machop sucks. Galarian Slowpoke, it's literally the same thing but yellow. I have no special opinion about Galarian Slowpoke. Its typing's cool. Slowbro is better. I like Slowbro, but not a lot. It's gonna be almost the bottom of B-. Kind of gets hair. It kind of does. It's banana. It gets mustard. Mega Slowbro is hilarious, but it doesn't do much for me beyond that. It's better, slightly better, but it's not as good as Caterpie. Let's be real here. I'm at 144p. Don't worry, it's an audio stream, pretty much. Galarian Slowbro, I'm gonna be real here. Downgrade. It's the best C tier Pokemon. But Slowbro's thing is that they're supposed to be lazy, and you've got him with a weapon. Slowbro is not smart enough to use a weapon. He's too lazy to. This is not canon. This is not good. Why did Slowking not get a Mega? Who knows? Slowking should have gotten one. Where's Slowking? Oh, he's not here. He's in Gen 2. Magnemite. I like him. He's basic, though. There's nothing special about him. I can't pretend like Magnemite's a particularly interesting design. I'm going to put him above Bellsprout, but below Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen's been a great judge of characters so far. Magneton is much better, though. Magneton rises all the way up to here. It's better than Galarian Rapidash. Magneton is sick. Even though it's literally just 3 Magnetites, the idea of magnets fusing together is sick. I like it so much. You know what? Actually, you know what? Just for the mess up people who've got some OCD, let's rank Zigzagoon. Let's just spice things up and just do a little bit of Zigzagoon gaming. Zigzagoon is sick. I love Zigzagoon. It's better than Alakazam, but it's not as good as Mega Pidgeot. That's my opinion on Zigzagoon. We let Zigzagoon cut in line. Farfetch'd is a funny little meme bird that I have zero opinion on, to be honest. I don't really care about it. It's better than Weepinbell, though. It's also better than Poliwrath, but not Poliwhirl. Next up on the docket, Galarian Farfetch'd. Way cooler, a lot more interesting, and it also looks extremely tasty. I'm gonna be real here. I'm putting it up here because of how much I want to eat it. It already comes with a leek. It's already a healthy meal. It's not as good as regular Sandslash, though. It is the cooler one. Indeed, a Rooney. It's A- purely because of how much I want to eat it. It is tasty. Next up, we got Seal. Seal sucks. It's boring. It's better than Raticate. It's not fun. It's not interesting at all. Next up, we got Dugong. Dugong's also just boring, though. It's better than Seal. It has more of a personality. I'd rather use it than Galarian Persian, to be honest. Dugong got a massive buff. Did it, though? Anyway, Grimer is just literally grime. There's no opinion to say about it. It's just a pile of sludge. Just generic monster. I can't justify putting it above Psyduck. Muck is better. It's better. And honestly, I think I would put it above... Not above Magneton. It's above Galarian Rapidash. Muck looks like it could... You know, Grimer looks like it wants to give you a hug. It's the low-level monster who's not good at his job. But Muck, he is a middle-aged salaryman who just wants to go home. Kind of like someone we all know and love. Alolan Grimer is literally so much better. It's just so funny. I love his design. The green sludge makes it look more interesting than just purple. And then the little, like, beard, facial hair. I don't even know what that is. Is it just food hanging out of his mouth? It's good. It's better than Growlithe. I like this guy so much. Anyway, next up, we got Alolan Muck, which is sick as well. I love the pretty much rainbow design. I gotta put it above Arcanine. Actually, you know what? It goes above Ninetales, too. It is not on Golem's level. Don't ignore me, you coward. Okay, you know what? Just for that comment, we're now rating Inteleon. Inteleon is overhated. Inteleon is slightly overhated, not gonna lie. I got spoiled about it. I was originally gonna pick Sobble in Gen 8, but then I got spoiled on the JoJo's Bizarre Adventures subreddit of all places about Inteleon's design, and that made me sad. Inteleon is not fantastic. It's overhated, though. In fact, I think it clears Blastoise. I think it's better. Ooh, is it better than Graveler? I think it's better than Graveler. Inteleon is better than Graveler. It's not as good as Meowth, but it's pretty damn good. It is so overhated. People act like James Bond isn't one of the coolest things of all time. Better than Blastoise. Yes, it is. Because Blastoise's design came from nowhere. It makes, like... Sobble to Inteleon makes significantly more logical sense than the cannons coming out of literal nowhere. And where did all the wing motif go on this guy? It's lame. Anyway, Shelder. Shelder is boring, but it does nothing wrong. The tongue makes it more interesting, though, so it's going to be chilling here right above. It's going to sit right between Parasect and Grimer. Loister is goated, but I think it's overrated. I would put Charmander. I put it above Meowth, but below Charmander. Actually, I lied. It's above Charmander. But it's not clearing Gigantamax Machamp. Anyway, next up on the list is Ghastly. Ghastly is sick. It's very good. In fact, dare I say it, it's bottom of S. It's above Pikachu. S-, bottom of S-. It's very good. Machoke is good. It is good. It's A-. Haunter, I think, is a step down from Ghastly. But it's still good. In fact, it's a step down to where I would honestly put it. I think it's above. It's above Alolan Grimer, but below Wartortle. I think Haunter is a downgrade. Gengar, it's cool, but it's overliked. It's overrated. It's not that special. I'm gonna be real here. Now, Mega Gengar, on the other hand, is where the love needs to be going. Mega Gengar is better than Gigantamax Charizard, but it's not as good as Mega Charizard X. Gigantamax Gengar, Okay, here he is. I got him. It's whatever. I have no real opinions on Gigantamax Gengar. It's just the Mega, but worse, which kind of hurts me. Onyx is cool, but it has nothing going for it besides a Rock Snake. It's not even interesting rocks. There's no special gemstones throughout the entirety of it. It's not as cool as Ekans, if we're being real here. It's just not Ekans' level. I would say it's above Parasect, but it's below Diglett. Drowsy is like literally who asked for a Drowsymon. Who asked for Drowsy? It's ugly. It's not as good as Dugong, but it's better than Persian. Hypno is... no. Why? Why does Hypno exist, gamers? Literally, who asked for Hypno? It's at the bottom of the list so far. Crab! It's a crab. I like it more than Venonat. It's bottom of C-. The crab is okay. Kingler is better than Krabby, but not by a whole lot. I would say I like Kingler more than Bellsprout. I like it more than Nidoqueen, but I like Nidorino more. Kingler is nothing insane, not gonna lie. It's just whatever, if we're being real here. Now, Gigantamax Kingler is hilarious, and that raises it all the way up to B tier for me, if we're being just straight up. In fact, I like it more. Actually, you know what? It might be B+. Right above Alolan Rattata. Voltorb is a circle with red eyes. It is nothing interesting to look at. I don't know who looked at Voltorb and be like, yo, I want that on my team. I'm putting it above Raticate. Electrode is... oh, Hisui Voltorb. I forgot you existed, not gonna lie. Hisui and Voltorb is better. In fact, I think it's a whole tier better, but it's bottom of C. It's just a lot more interesting of a face. The hole on top is better than just a regular Pokeball, not gonna lie. It's just kind of whatever. Electrode sucks. Why is it... It's the same thing as Voltorb, just upside down, but it's worse. I think the red looks better on top. Then Hisui Electrode, I think, is the peak of this family. But at the same time, I can't really justify putting it higher. You know what? It's the top of C. I think it is the top of... Execute's so lame. There's literally nothing cool about Execute. Top of F tier. Execute is just stupid. I hate it so much. Inteleon Shiny, it's okay. It's alright. I like it. Executor is higher than a lot of guys. I'm gonna put it above Graveler, but below Inteleon. Executor is pretty cool, especially in the early gen competitive. It's so good there. It's fallen off over the past few years, but it's still pretty nice. I like it. I'm not really factoring in shinies. I feel like the shinies deserve their own tier list, admittedly. The Dutch. Alolan Executor. People think it's Hawaiian because it's based on... I'm not forgetting anyone. What are you talking about? Alolan Executor is sick. It's a representation of the Dutch. People think it's Hawaiian because it's in Alola. No, it is not. It is secretly Dutch. It is better than Haunter, but it's not as good as Wartortle. It's pretty sick. Cubone is okay. It's B-. It's better than... It is better... Nah, it's better than Cat. Where did Cubone go? I lost him. Okay, here he is. Not as good as Primeape, but it's better than Abra. Primeape is literally okay. Okay, so next up we got Marowak. Marowak is pretty cool. I like it. Marowak, it's better than Cubone. I think it's above Tentacruel. It's not on Pidgeot's level, though. It's pretty cool. Alolan Marowak is insane. Alolan Marowak is a fire design. It's better. In fact, probably the bottom of S tier. Doduo is literally whatever. I would say it's probably... It's definitely better than Pidgeot. Better than Victory Bell. I don't know if I'd say it's better than Sandshrew. I think it's here. This is where he sits. Better than Sandshrew. Anyway, Hitmonlee is, not fun. Hitmonlee's kind of boring, not gonna lie. I lost Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee is kind of boring, not gonna lie. It's just Humanmon, but not really interesting in any way. I think I'm gonna put it above Pidgey, but it's not as good as Venonat. Hitmonchan's not as cool, not gonna lie. I mean, it's better than Lee, but it's not highly rated, not gonna lie. I think I would honestly... It's above Magnemite for me. No! Below Magnemite. Below Magnemite, above Bellsprout. That's my opinion on Hitmonchan. It's cooler but weaker. Yeah, that is an unfortunate truth. Next up, we got Lickitung. Next up, we got Coughing. No. Yeah, it's better than those two. Coughing is cool. Without Coughing, we would not have Smogon. Smogon is cool. I think Coughing is funny. I'm gonna put Coughing above, right above Fearow. That's where he goes. Rate Dodrio. You're correct. We will rate Dodrio, but Wheezing is much more important because Wheezing is funny. I think Wheezing is honestly, it's slightly better than Coughing, but not really by much. I think I'm gonna put it above. I'm gonna put it above the duo, but not much higher. Now, Galarian Wheezing. Galarian Wheezing is one of the funniest mons of all time. It's A tier. I'm gonna put it right above Ninetales. Wheezing is sick. Dodrio is cool. It's very cool. But it's also kind of boring. There's nothing too crazy about it. It's better than Doduo, absolutely. I don't think I would put it... I think it's above Raichu, but not as good as Machamp. Rhyhorn is dope. Rhyhorn is goated. It is better than... It's better than Tentacruel. It is better than Tentacruel. That is my hot debate of the day, guys. Rhyhorn is better than Tentacruel, and do not let other people convince you otherwise. Anyway, next up, Rhydon. He's S tier. He's above... He's not better than... you know what? He is better than Ghastly. And you know what? I think he's better than Charizard. Why? Charizard guy is so cool. Chansey is literally just an annoying pink blob. I don't like Chansey. It's just stupid. I like it better than Nidoran female, but not better than Venomoth. This is also where competitive is coming in mind, and I just hate it. Tangela exists. It's a funny low tier mon. Tangela is a funny low tier mon. I can't put it above Wheezing, but Tangela is pretty cool. Too many shiny Chanseys and let's go. I got so many Chinese Chanseys in Scarlet and Violet. That's such an easy mod, the shiny hunt. Kangaskhan's gonna be going before Mega Kangaskhan, and Kangaskhan sucks. I'm gonna be real here. It's boring. It's above Dugong. And then Mega Kangaskhan is obviously above regular Kangaskhan, but it's pretty damn boring. I'm gonna be real here. Horsey is also really boring. Horsey is not good. It's better than Crab, but not by much. Seadra is an upgrade, though. Seadra has more of a personality. So it gets to rise all the way up here. I'm thinking it's here. Right above Slowbro. It goes up a whole letter. Goldeen is not good. And unfortunately, it is the peak of the line. Seeking sucks. I like it more than... Nope, I like it but less than Execute. Not gonna lie. Staryu is also boring. It is D. Starmie is an upgrade, though. Starmie is pretty good. I think I have to put it above Wigglytuff, but I don't like it more than Butterfree. Starmie's not cool. Mr. Mime is actually kind of funny. Not gonna lie, but he's C- tier. Actually, no. Right next to Kakuna. He's not as good as Kakuna, but he's pretty good. Galarian Mr. Mime is so funny. I love him so much. He's not high, but he's just... I think I like him more than... No, I like him more than Rapidash. This is where we're sitting here. He's right in between Muck and Galarian Rapidash. Ditto should be S+. It is not S+. Scyther is cool, but overrated. I like it. I like it better than Tangela. It's not as good as Weezing, though. One of the best regional moves. Jinx is just a ugly design. It's not good. I would say it's better than this, though. It's not F tier, though. It's not F tier at all. Electabuzz is cool, but so overrated. I don't like Electabuzz that much. I say I like it better than I like it better than Magneton, but it's nowhere near as good as Ponyta. Not gonna lie. Magmar is stupid. It's dumb. Do I like it? No. Honestly, it's right next to Jinx. It's not better than this. Pinsir is cool, but it's also another very overrated Pokemon. Not gonna lie. Pinsir? Let's be real here. It's not A tier. It's B tier. It's below Spearow. It's above Gigantamax Meowth, though. The Mega saved it. Indeed, it did, because Mega Pinsir is amazing. It's not S tier, but it's definitely A+ tier. And I think I gotta put it above Wartortle. No, it's above... You know what? It's actually above Ninetales. This is where Mega Pinsir is. Mega Pinsir is a giant upgrade over Ninetales. It's such a sick design. Aerialate is an amazing ability, and it was one of the primary reasons why all those 8 abilities got nerfed in Generation 7, because this thing hit way too hard. I loved it so much. It's sick. What does it run? Like, it's Quick Attack, Swords Dance, Return, and then, like, what? CC? I think that was the main set people ran. And it hit hard. It did one thing every single game, and it did it well. There's nothing too much to say. Pinsir was cool. Tauros is a cool design. I didn't even play it back in Gen 6, and I appreciate it. I like Tauros. It's pretty decent. I think I like it better than Rattata, but it's not as cool as Gigantamax Kingler. Let's be real here. Kingler is so cool. Paldean Tauros is so cool. I love this man. Paldean Tauros clears OG Tauros. It's gonna be A- tier, though. It is going to be A-, and it's going to go above... I think I cannot put it any higher than Sandslash. This is regular Paldean Tauros. It's pretty nice. I love it. Now, water form, it's better, but it's right next to it. It's basically the same thing. Blaze form is the best, design-wise. And it rises probably... Honestly, it goes up to A tier. Above Pidgeotto. Blaze form Tauros is a big enough upgrade for me to put it up there. Magikarp. It's iconic. It's iconic. Top of B+. I'm gonna be real. It's better than Inteleon. It is. Gyarados is overrated, but it's still good. I think Magikarp is the better design, to be honest. I'm gonna put Gyarados above Dodrio, but no, it's above Machamp. That's it. That's all where Gyarados goes. Next up, Mega Gyarados is a shrimp for literally no reason. It's better than OG Gyarados, but not by a lot. No, it's better than... Yeah, no, it's better than... It's not as good as Spearow, though. Mega Gyarados is cooler, but not by a whole lot. It's not as good as Spearow. Next up, Lapras. Lapras, I have nothing positive to say about Lapras. It's honestly kind of lame, if we're going to be real here. You already know your top 3. Get them over with now. We'll get to the top 3 when we get to the top 3. It won't be much longer for one of them, though. I say that like we don't have hundreds of Pokemon. Okay, Lapras is kind of overrated, not going to lie. I put it above Wigglytuff. It's just kind of mid, if we're being real here. I keep moving my head, so I don't know how my mic sounds. Gigantamax Lapras is not much better. It's better, but not really by much. It's not a big design. Ditto's cool. I can't put it... It's not S tier. I would say it's... I think Ditto is above Alakazam, but it's not as cool as Zigzagoon. Ditto is cool. Its gimmick is funny. It was pretty useless until Gen 5. It's better than Alakazam, not as good as Zigzagoon, but it's pretty cool. Eevee is awesome. I love Eevee. It's so cute. It's S tier. It's above Ghastly. It's above Ghastly, but below Mega Charizard. Why? I like it. It's cool. It's sick. There's so many evolutions, and the evolutions are gonna vary big. I actually have an Eevee piggy bank, and it looks like Gigantamax Eevee, but I'm gonna be real. I'm not huge on Gigantamax Eevee. It's basically the exact same Pokemon, but just fluffy. So I don't have an opinion, to be frank. Vaporeon. So did you guys know that Vaporeon is like a solid B- Pokemon? Right next to Muk. Jolteon is cool. I like Jolteon. A- tier. Definitely an A- kind of level of mod. It's so fluffy you're gonna die. I understood that reference. I like it. I don't think I like it as much as the Tauroses, but I like it over Galarian Farfetch'd. I think that's just my opinion on Jolteon. It's cool. Alright, we're gonna keep going. Flareon is the worst evolution. It's so boring. It's a downside. It's horrendously weak. In fact, its competitive history and my personal hatred for it and how it kept me in like the 1050s for so long. Honestly, Flareon is... It's better than Graveler, but it's pretty damn low. Porygon is cool. I like it. I'm a software developer. He's close to my heart, but he's not too high. He's A- tier. It's better than Meowth. It's not as good as Charmander. Omanyte is so overrated. He's our Lord and Savior, though, so if I put him below B tier, I'm going to get crucified, so he's going to go to the right above Butterfree. I don't want to die, so he's going to go B- tier. That is my opinion. I don't want to die. Amistar, I think, is worse than Omanyte, not going to lie. Not a fan of it. But it's not that big of a difference, so I can't really put it too much lower. I'm going to put it at C+. Kabuto is interesting. I like the idea of Kabuto. I think Kabuto is going to go... right in between Dodrio and Raichu. I like that positioning. Yeah, I think it's good. Kabutops is amazing. Best Gen 1 fossil. And I said that definitely is best Gen 1 fossil, and I think it's going to go right... Nope, it's better than Pidgeot. Not as good as Tauros Blaze, though. Aerodactyl is overrated. It's kind of boring, not going to lie. I like Aerodactyl. Better than Tentacruel, not as much as Marowak. Where's the music? It's going to come back in a minute here. Mega Aerodactyl is not much different, to be honest. So I'm just going to put it right next to it. It's basically the same exact Pokemon. It's not much better, if we're being real here. Snorlax is S tier. It's not... I will put it right next to Charizard. Snorlax is cool. I'm gonna be real. I'm not big on Gigantamax Snorlax. If I'm gonna be honest. I think Gigantamax Snorlax goes all the way down to A tier. But it's the top of A tier. A-, I mean. You have a Snorlax plush? That's cool. You know, I've always like... I want to get a giant Snorlax beanbag chair, you know? That would be cool. You know, and it could be like actual Snorlax size. How big is Snorlax? Like, what, 9 feet, maybe? I don't know. I'm not looking it up right now. Someone else can fact check me. Articuno is honestly whatever. I don't have big opinions on Articuno. I like it more than Rapidash, but I don't like it as much as Rattata. So I think top of B- is gonna be where it's chilling at. Snorlax, Torterra Fusion. That's pretty much Gigantamax Snorlax. Galarian Articuno is awesome though. It is really cool. I like it a lot. It's going to go I think it's going to be the top of A tier now. Galarian Articuno is sick. 4-star Articuno in Pokemon Go. I think that's a good thing, isn't it? I don't play Go, so I don't really know. Galarian Articuno is just the top of A tier. It's good. Zapdos, S tier. Where you at? Where you at, S tier? S+, actually, even. Above, Zapdos is fire. It's not clear in Charizard X, but Zapdos is the best of the Gen 1 birds. It's the best of their regional forms. It's just the GOAT in competitive. I love this man so much. He's sick design. He's easy to go ahead and get, and he's great in Gen 1 and Gen 2. He's literally great every generation. He's fire. Galarian Zapdos is a downgrade, but it's still cool. I gotta say, Galarian Zapdos is probably right below Mega Pinsir for me. I don't have much to say on him. Thunderous Kick is a cool signature move. Moltres is so lame. Moltres is a downgrade. It's gonna join the rest of these fiery animals. It's the... Honestly, no. I think a fiery horse is more unique. Nah. Nah, you know what? No. It's worse than Magneton. And it's worse than you. And you. It's in between these two. In between Muck and Galarian Mr. Rhyme. Or Mr. Mime. Would be better if it was still flying. Yeah. I don't like how it forgot how to fly, and I know it's technically not a descendant or related to OG Zapdos, but then why is it a regional variant then? I don't like it. Galarian Moltres is overrated. It's cool. But if I'm being real here, It's in between Aerodactyl and Mega Aerodactyl for me. It's nothing special. Nothing cool. Dratini is basic. I have no opinion on Dratini. It's kind of boring if we're being real here. Better than Lapras, but not as cool as Starmie. Dragonair is very pretty, though. Dragonair rises all the way to A-, I think. But not high A-. It's going to go above Meowth, but not much higher than Meowth. I'm not a huge fan of Dragonair. It's nothing too cool, nothing crazy. Dragonite, I'm also not a big fan of. Honestly, I like it. I don't like Dragonite as much as I like Alolan Raticate. I'll be real here. The funny mustache makes it better than Dragonite. Dragonite's lame. Mewtwo is cool, but I don't like it as much as other people do. I think Mewtwo is a solid A-tier mon. Not as good as Ivysaur, but better than Gigantamax Machamp. That is the opinion I have on Mewtwo. A-. Mega Mewtwo X is lame. I don't like Mega Mewtwo X. I think I like it better than Grimer, though. Mega Mewtwo X is C+. The worst opinion ever about Dragonite. What? I put it in, like... Where did I put it? I honestly don't remember. Dragonite, yeah, bottom of B+. Not cool. Mega Mewtwo Y is better than Mewtwo. It's the funny Frieza Pokemon. But... I'm gonna put it... between Mega Pidgeot and Gigantamax Blastoise. No, I'm not huge on Mega Mewtwo Y. I was not huge into Dragon Ball until Dragon Ball Z Abridged. It's a mid-pseudo-legendary, but still great. I mean, I put it in B+, didn't I? That's above average. That's great. This is the bottom of B+. I like it more than Sandshrew, you know? That's something to say. Mew is cool. It's better than Mewtwo. That's better than Mew 1. I mean, Mew Y. I think it deserves to sit right next to above Tentacruel. It's not better than Rhyhorn, though. Imagine Dragonite and Gyarados below Spearow. You know, it's funny. That is a very true statement. We still in Gen 1. Yeah, this is going a lot longer than I thought it would. No! We're done with Gen 1! Gen 1 is finished! The biggest generation is out of the way. Gen 2 is going to take like 30 minutes.